neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
No, don't apologise. It's just as much my fault as yours. I guess I just needed somebody to hold on to.
Yeah, well, we've both got problems at the moment.
Yeah, it won't happen again.
No emotional involvement, remember?
Yeah. Well, at least we convinced Lucy, didn't we?
Yeah, well, I wish everything was that easily fixed. I still feel responsible for last night.
Well, don't. Look, stop blaming yourself, will you?
Maybe I'm jumping the gun a bit, but Mr Udagawa hasn't actually said that the deal's off yet, has he?
No, forget it. No, I could tell by the tone of his voice on the phone. Or why else would he fly back to Japan today without signing? As far as the Udagawa deal goes, it's dead and buried.
I'm sorry, what was that? Yes, I'm sure it would be. Lucy, I'm on the phone. I'm sorry, what were you saying? Well, I'd love to, but I'm afraid I couldn't possibly get away.
Liz, why don't you give it a rest for a while?
All right. Yes, well, thank you for thinking of me. Perhaps next time. Bye.
If anyone's looking for me, I'll be out the back. I'm going to get stuck into that gum tree before it drops any more leaves into Madge's pool. Hello, anyone home?
I'm sorry, I was miles away.
Who was that?
It was Heather from the gallery. She's organising a group of artists to go on a painting expedition to the Bungle Bungles. She wanted to know if I was interested.
Where?
The Bungle Bungle Ranges.
Oh, yes, the Bungle Bungle. That's near Wagga Wagga, isn't it?
Dad, they're in the Kimberleys. Don't you remember the project I did last year at school?
Geography was never one of your father's strong points.
Oh, I don't know. I used to get National Geographic.
Yes, for the pictures.
I was interested in anthropology.
What's anthropology?
Later, Lucy. So you're going to go?
Well, I can't. I have a million things to do. Besides, I'm not too keen on the idea of camping out at this time of the year.
No, that's fair enough. I mean, if I was your age, I wouldn't want to go without a soft bed and a hot shower either.
Wouldn't you now?
I think I'll go and practice in my bedroom.
Come on, what did you mean? Now, if you were my age, I'm not some old relic, you know.
I'm sorry.
I'm perfectly capable of handling a little camping trip.
Then go.
I can't possibly. I mean, there's home James to look after, not to mention this place. Honestly, I'd hate to think how you lot would get along on your own.
All I meant was, I don't see any point in you roughing
it. Well, it doesn't matter, because I'm not going, and that's that. So why don't you just go and chop down your gum tree?
This is fantastic. I reckon we've got a better than 50% success rate here.
Oh, Henry, I hope you like mowing lawns, because it's about a dozen houses that have agreed to use you so far.
Yeah, smack on. With these and the job at Leicester's, I'm going to be rolling in it.
Oh, Henry, I'm really happy for you.
Hey, listen, thanks for all your help. Well, if you weren't there to dazzle them with your beauty, I don't reckon I would have got past first base with some of them blokes.
Henry, you could sell ice cubes in Alaska. I was glad to help.
Hello. How's the client hunting going, Henry?
Great, Mrs. Daniels.
Good.
Hey, Henry. Have you thought about asking Paul and Gail if they want their lawn mowed?
I'm about to make them my 13th customer. Unlucky for some, but not for Henry Blades Ramsay. When you're hot, you're hot.
Well, I better get going. I promised Lucy I'd spend some time with her.
Go on.
Oh, since you're going over to Gail's, could you give this to her?
Sure, yeah, no problems.
You want to go on the phone?
Well, who is it?
Oh, some young girl who can't stop giggling. Melanie or someone.
Oh, great. I'll catch you later. Thanks for your help.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Blades.
Hello, Gail.
Hi.
Oh, Paul, I was wondering if you were free for an hour or so, whether you could go out and give your father a bit of a hand in the backyard. He's chopping the branches off that big gum tree, and I'm scared he'll do a no-mangle and fall off the ladder.
Yeah, sure. Well, we weren't doing anything. Where we going?
No, just doing the crossword.
Oh, can't have him breaking his leg again. I'll just grab my shoe.
Thanks, Paul. Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't make last night. But from what Jim told me, it turned into quite an evening.
wasn't funny, Gran. The night was a total disaster. Now the Udagawa deal is shot to bits, and he's flying back to Japan tonight.
Oh, come on, Paul. There'll be other deals. It isn't the end of the world.
Gran, this would have been the biggest single deal I've negotiated totally on my own. Now I've got to call Rosemary and tell her that the whole thing's blown. How do you think she's going to feel about that? I wouldn't be surprised if the next thing you know she's out here again, breathing down my neck.
Rosemary won't hold you responsible. You're hardly to blame for Rob's drunken behaviour. Oh, I'm sorry, Gail. I didn't mean to be so tactless.
No, you're right, Helen. Dad's behaviour was disgraceful. I'm ashamed.
Well, what's done is done. Let's go and get stuck into that tree. Well, the way I'm feeling at the moment, a bit of physical work might do me good.
See you later.
Won't be long.
Hi, Mandy. It's Gail here, yeah. Could you tell me, please, if Mr Udagawa's checked out yet? Great. Look, could you put me through to his room, please? Thanks.
Yes, Melanie. No, Melanie.
Yes, Melanie, no, Melanie. Perhaps a good old-fashioned intelligent conversation. Oh, no, look at this. Honestly, I could talk until I'm blue in the face. The wastage in this house would feed a third-world country.
Yes, Melanie. No, Melanie.
Henry, you're sounding like a baboon. Just who is this Melanie, anyway? Now, listen. When you are paying the phone bill, you can spend all day on the phone if you like, but while you're living in my house, you'll do as I say.
Excuse me, Melanie. Please, I'm on the phone.
Oh,
Sorry, Melanie. What was that?
Henry!
Look, Melanie, I've got to go. Mum wants to use the phone. What? Can I skate? Does a one-legged duck swim in circles? You're on. 6 o'clock. Okay. See you there. Bye.
All right, Henry. Just who is this Melanie?
Which Melanie? That Melanie? My Melanie? Yeah. She lives around the block. I met her this morning.
Ah, you certainly didn't waste any time, did you?
Oh, what can I say? The old, Ramsay charm. I'm also mowing her father's lawns.
And talking about lawns, don't forget you promised to mow ours this afternoon.
But, Mum, I'm going out. I'm meeting
Well,
Melanie at the skating rink at 6.
Hadn't you? A promise is a promise, Henry.
Oh, but I can do them tomorrow.
You're wasting valuable time. Now, you don't want Melanie to be upset because you're late on your first night out, do you?
All right. Mum, if you're ever looking for another job, you know, they're always on the lookout for prison officers.
Lawns!
Okay.
Thanks for your help, mate. You really threw yourself into it there, didn't you?
No problem. I just kept pretending every branch was robbed. Good therapy.
She's not very popular at your place at the moment, that man.
You could say that.
Anyway, thanks for your help.
That's all right. Gran was worried about you being up on the ladder, that's all.
Yeah, sometimes I think that grandmother of yours is too thoughtful for her own good.
What do you mean?
Well, take this morning, for example. She was offered a trip away painting, and she turned it down because she didn't think we'd be able to look after ourselves.
Oh, maybe she didn't want to go.
Yeah, of course she did. She almost bit my head off when I suggested she was too old to go camping.
That wouldn't have been a pretty sight.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I reckon a holiday would probably do Gran a world of good.
Yeah. But she's also a bit worried about home James looking after itself while she's away.
Jane can take care of that without any worries whatsoever.
There's no reason why the girls and I can't sort of muddle through for a couple of weeks.
That's right. But it just takes a bit of careful planning from all of you to convince her, that's all.
Well, Helen's pretty shrewd. She'd be awake to any schemes you might come up with.
All I'm saying, Dad, is you've got to prove to Gran that she's not indispensable. Be for her own good.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I'll have another chat to her, see if I can talk her again. Can I have a drink?
Oh, I'd love to, but I said to Gail we'd come and help her with dinner.
Oh, listen to us. A couple of liberated males, eh?
Where did you get the pictures? I cut them out of one of Dad's old National Geographics. Oh, boy, did I cop it. Oh, it looks like a magical spot. You know, you could do some wonderful paintings.
You know, I love the way the changing light makes the mountains look so different. Still, there's no point in thinking about it.
We've got it all. And take off more than I expected. Fortunately, Paul was free. It was definitely a two-man job.
Yes, I thought you might have needed some help.
What's all this?
You remember the project I did on the Bungle Bungles?
Oh, yeah. And you destroyed one of my magazines, yeah? They're good shots, though, aren't they? Seen these?
Hey, look at this one, it's amazing.
Helen, why don't you go? We survived when you went to America.
Ah, yes, but Ruth was here to keep an eye on you then.
But I'm a lot older now, Gran. And I can cook, Mrs. Daniels.
And don't forget, Scott's not here to worry about. What do you say?
Well, of course, I'd love to go, but... Oh, I don't know. Oh, for heaven's sake, look at that.
What?
You see, you don't even notice half the buttons are missing. How can you expect to look after a family if you can't look after yourself?
Oh, Helen.
All right, I'll fix it.
All right, listen, guys. It's time for Operation Bungle Bungle.
Dad, does this mean you want us to be sneaky?
Oh, well, just a little, I suppose.
Unreal!
Just the roast.
Sorry?
The roast, Gail. You were supposed to take this out. We're not going to be eating till midnight now.
Well, don't worry about it. Some leftover curry in the fridge.
Pongs a bit. You think it's all right still?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not really enough for two here, though. Still, I suppose we can make some extra rice, can't we?
No, it's no need. I'm going out for dinner.
Since when?
This afternoon. The curry's all yours.
Gee, thanks.
Come on, it won't hurt you to look after yourself just this once. Anyway, it's about time I had a night out.
You're getting back at me for going out with Crystal, aren't you?
Be silly. It's got nothing to do with that. You don't mind, do you?
No, of course not. Whatever you do is your business. I was just looking forward to a nice roast, that's all.
Well, maybe tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah, sure, whenever. Look, I know I don't have to tell you this, but you'll be careful, won't you?
Like you were with Crystal, eh? Mr Udagawa,
Gail?
thank you for seeing me at such short notice. Please sit down. I'm glad I caught you before you flew home.
There are always later flights.
I suppose so. Can I order you a drink?
No, thank you.
I hope you've had a chance to see some of Australia before you head back.
I'm afraid on business trips, one mainly sees the inside of hotel rooms. Excuse me for being so blunt. Did your husband ask you to come and see me?
No, Paul doesn't even know I'm here. This meeting was my idea. I wanted to apologise for my father's behaviour last night.
Please, there is no need.
You don't understand. You see, Dad spent years building up his own business, a small service station. And, well, a few things have gone wrong lately and he's just realised that it's going under. It's meant the world to him, and now that he's losing it, I'm afraid he can't cope. That's why he got drunk. When you saw him last night, he wasn't himself. Now, I don't blame you for being angry. What he said to you was inexcusable. But really, it wasn't Paul's fault. He's worked incredibly hard on this project. Won't you reconsider before heading back?
Gail, I am afraid it is you who does not understand. I do not blame your father. On the contrary, it was the lack of honor and respect that you and your husband showed him that made me falter on our deal. You see, Gail, not only do parents give us life, but the wisdom that they can give us is very precious. We must honor and respect them for these gifts and give them loyalty in return. Now, if your husband cannot be loyal to your father, how do I know he will be loyal to me in our business?
But it was only because the deal meant so much to him that he acted like that. Honestly, Paul is one of the most reasonable, fair-minded men you could meet. And believe me, his loyalty to you would be above question.
Business deals, like leaves in the wind. It is the family that must be kept strong so that it will last forever. I'm afraid your husband has much to learn.
I'm sorry, I've obviously been wasting your time.
Wait, please sit down. You were correct. After what I saw last night, I was going to cancel the negotiations. But tonight, you have shown me your great love towards your father and your husband. I see your loyalty to each is very strong. And I'm sure you can be of help to Paul in many ways. You may tell him I will sign the contracts.
Oh, Mr Udagawa, I could kiss you.
Please, do not forget my inscrutable image.
I wonder if it'd be possible for you to tell Paul about the deal.
Of course. I see you're not only a clever woman, but a discreet one as well.
Thank you.
There remains, however, one other matter that should be resolved. You should tell your father that you understand his pain and that you are still his daughter.
I'll leave those, Helen. The girls and I will do that.
Well, shan't complain. Nice to have the night off.
Why don't you both go and relax? Lucy and I can clean up.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
And we'll bring some coffee in a minute.
Oh, great.
Thank you. You must be tired. You've had a long day.
No, not really.
How's that business with the garage? Is it all sorted out?
It's not good, though. After we've paid Harold out, well, the business just isn't viable. We'll have to sell it.
Oh, no. Poor Rob.
Yeah, but judging by last night's performance, he's taking it pretty hard.
Well, isn't there anything you can do?
Well, I thought about buying something smaller, a workshop that Rob could operate just with Charlene helping.
Well, that sounds a good idea.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm going to have to sit down with Rob and figure out exactly what we'll be looking at.
You were back early? Didn't it work out?
Dad's gone.
Your dad? You didn't tell me he was your mystery man. Still, I hope he behaved himself better than he did last night.
Oh, I didn't see him. I went to the hotel and his room was empty. The receptionist said he checked out a few hours ago.
Why? Where's he gone?
I've got no idea. There was no message, nothing.
Well, maybe he's just gone to stay with one of his mates. Or that brother of his.
Yeah, well, you think he would have rung or something?
Oh, come on, Gail. There's no reason to panic. Look, Rob's not stupid.
Yeah, well, the way things have been going lately, who knows what he might do.
You sound very chipper this morning, Henry.
Oh, the sun's shining, the birds are singing. It's a beautiful day.
Things went well last night, did they?
We were like Torval and Dean.
Oh.
Poetry in motion. Melanie's a terrific girl and really intelligent.
Oh, yes, but of course she'd have to be to go out with you, wouldn't she? Now, you make sure you get all of those leaves. Since Jim trimmed that gum, it should be much easier to clean.
Easier for who?
What?
I said I must have missed a few.
Yes, well, get cracking. I want it nice and clean by the time Scott and Charlene get back.
Morning. Sorry, just barge in.
Hello, Jane.
Hey, can I get you a coffee?
Oh, no, thanks, Henry. I just came over to find out what time Scott and Charlene will be back.
Charlene phoned last night. They should be in around lunchtime.
Oh, great. How'd she sound? Did she have much to say?
Well, apparently they've been having a wonderful time. But you know what Charlene's like. She wants to tell you herself.
Gee, I can hardly wait.
Could you ask her to give me a call when she gets back? I'm dying to hear from her.
Yes, of course.
Thanks. Henry, how'd you get on with Paul and Gail? Will you be doing their lawns for them too?
Oh, I didn't get round to them. Well, I sort of got caught up yesterday. I'll catch them in the office tomorrow.
Well, what about that letter? Mr. Lewis made it sound like it was pretty important. Gail got it straight away.
I forgot all about it. Well, it must still be in my shirt pocket. I'll race it over right now.
Hey, Pamanondas, you ain't got the brains you was born with.
Good morning. You're up early. What time is it?
I don't know.
You all right?
I feel lousy. I hardly slept at all. I was so worried about Dad. Look, should I ring the police or what?
Gail, he probably just wants to be on his own for a while. You're getting worked up over nothing.
Oh, how can you say that? You saw how depressed he was the other night. And we were too worried about ourselves to think of him. I mean, what if he's gone and...
Oh, Gail, look, you said it yourself. He took all his stuff with him. Now, somebody that's going to do themselves in here is going to peg first,
Yeah,
are
well,
they?
then why hasn't he called?
Calm down. I'm sure he's going to be fine.
Gail? Hope I didn't wake you. Jane and I were drumming up some customers from a lawn mowing business yesterday. We bumped into your dad. Well, he asked us to give you that. I sort of forgot. I'm really sorry.
So you damn well should be.
Why, what's the problem?
Well, thanks to our friend Henry here, It's too late. Let's please.